StarUtil 3000 and all files needed to set up the configuration of an SF3040 and SF3050 are included on the supplied product configuration USB flash drive. Before running StarUtil 3000, it is recommended that you copy these folders and files to your PC. Navigate to the unzipped version folder and open the application. If you are connecting to a DB9 serial port on the PC, all you have to do is run StarUtil from your PC. Then click on the Connections button, and under Connection Type, click on the COM port checkbox. Under Port Settings, you want to select the appropriate COM port from a drop-down list that corresponds to the serial COM port on your computer. If the receiver is running a default profile, you can click Connect, because the default baud rate is 57,600. If you are unsure of your baud rate, or StarUtil cannot connect to the receiver, you can choose Auto Baud, which will cycle through all the baud rates and connect automatically. Connecting to the receiver via USB requires the specific Navcom USB driver. After plugging the receiver into the PC's USB port, you may receive a dialog box requesting the appropriate driver. When prompted, navigate to the driver on the USB stick and install it. If you need to manually install the USB driver, locate the device manager on your PC and open it. Look for the unrecognized Solaris virtual device. You will be given an indication that the driver needs to be installed. Right-click on the Navcom receiver and click on Update Driver Software. Browse your PC to the USB stick or the location where you have copied the Navcom USB drivers. Be sure to select the appropriate Windows XP, Windows 7, 32-bit, or 64-bit driver for your computer. Once the driver is installed, make note of the receiver's COM port. You can now close the device manager. Back in StarUtil, you want to click the Connections button and select USB. The receiver's COM port should appear in the drop-down list. In the event that you do not see the receiver's COM port, select the Show All COM Ports checkbox. If you still do not see your receiver, then further USB troubleshooting may be required. After locating the correct COM port for your receiver in the drop-down list, select the Connect button. Once you're connected to your receiver, you can close your port configuration menu. If you would like to connect to the receiver via Ethernet, it is recommended that you first connect to the receiver via USB or COM port in order to assign the receiver a specific IP address. Connect the receiver to an Ethernet switch. After connecting to the receiver via COM or serial port, go to the input terminal window and type in the command ethconfig to view the current Ethernet port IP settings. Before assigning this information manually, consult your network administrator. Using the ethconfig command, manually input the IP address, subnet, gateway, and DNS servers assigned to you by a network administrator. If the receiver is on a network that utilizes DHCP or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, an IP address, subnet, gateway, and DNS information can be assigned automatically by using the ethconfig auto command. To check the IP address given to the receiver by the DHCP server, type ethconfig. Then check the virtual COM port settings with the ethvcom command. The first virtual Ethernet port is configured for UDP2 communication and is turned on by default. A connection to the receiver can now be made by clicking on the Connections button. First select the Disconnect button, then under Connection Type, you want to select Ethernet. Then under the Ethernet settings, enter the host name IP address that you either manually assigned or that was assigned automatically by the DHCP server. If no changes have been made to the default settings, then the port field enter port number 4361 and select UDP2 as the port protocol. Now select Connect, and StarUtil will connect to your receiver. When connecting to the receiver via Ethernet, UDP is the preferred protocol. If you're loading firmware, however, it is recommended that you use TCP. For more information on the UDP and TCP protocols, see the ethvcom command in the Technical Reference Manual.